What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Don't forget, keep subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your likes, comments and support lately. The video today is going to be about Arsenal's front three and why it's not working. What is going on? You know, we're spending so much money on these attacking players and yet our attacking play is not improving. In the summer, we signed Nicolas Pepe for 72 million from Lille. A lot of money, man. It broke our record for highest transfer in. One of the most wanted wingers in Europe in the summer. And at the moment, it just hasn't worked. Not just him, but our whole front three in general. Now, we've only scored 16 league goals so far this season, which is the same as Aston Villa and Burnley and Wolves. When you think Man City have got 35, Leicester 29, Liverpool 28 and Chelsea 27, it's quite damning. What's even worse, Aubameyang has got 8, which is good. Lacazette's only got 2 and Pepe only the 1 penalty. When you bear in mind that last season we were the 3rd highest goal scorers in the Premier League with 73 goals, it's quite damning. So why is this problem happening? You know, Aubameyang 56 million, Lacazette 50 million, Pepe 72 million, yet we cannot score goals effectively enough. No creativity is something I've heard week after week after week. We felt like this was simply because Mesut Ozil wasn't in the team. We need Ozil. We need Ozil. That will change everything. Now, I'm not having a dig at Ozil here. The creativity is a problem that is based around the whole team and comes from the manager and the style of play, first of all. You look at Liverpool's fullbacks, how many goals they create, Robertson and Trent Alexander. How many goals are we getting from our fullbacks? Not many at all. I know Bellerin and Tierney have been out, but I still wouldn't expect to see anywhere near the sort of numbers the Liverpool fullbacks get because we just don't score from those areas often enough. You look then into the midfield, Guendouzi, decent, doesn't create loads in terms of goals. Ceballos plays deep as well. Xhaka plays deep. Torreira plays deep, although this season he has got forward more. And Ozil, when I have seen him in the team, has had to come deep as well to get the ball. So I think a major problem, we have got creative players, but there's no connection between the midfield and our front three. And that is another problem. How many of our midfielders run beyond the front three? Which is something that Aaron Ramsey did very well for Arsenal. You know, he made runs beyond Aubameyang, which relieves pressure. It pulls people away and creates space. Now, another thing I'm going to look at is the formation, the system. What is the best way to get these players in the best system, the front three? Now, Aubameyang for me is slightly wasted when you play him off the left. He can play there and he will score goals from there, but you have to play him almost like a left forward. You know, if you play FIFA, you'll know about the formations, you know, left forward, left wing, left midfield. We need him as like a left forward, which is like the Mane role between their right back and their centre back. They're the kind of runs you want him to make. So it's still almost like a striker. It's in that little, you know, position that Thierry Henry used to play a lot. So you're still effectively a striker. Lacazette tends to play through the middle. He does drop deep and sort of play in that false 9 role that Firmino plays. Which is interesting because when Lacazette played in France for Lyon, he did not play like that at all. He played on the last man. There was a lot of through balls. He was a poacher in and around the penalty area. And his game has changed in England now. Is that because as an out-and-out number 9, Lacazette has struggled? Or is that because he just gets frustrated and wants to get more of the ball, so therefore drops into like the false 9 role, similar to Firmino? And then you've got Pepe, who for me is playing 10 or 15 yards too deep at the moment. We're using him like a right midfielder when he should be a right forward as well. Get him higher up the pitch and isolate the other team's left back and get him into the same sort of position that you see Salah and Bernardo Silva for their sides. Left footers cutting inside and looking for goal. Pepe's getting the ball with his back to goal, often on the halfway line, 2 or 3 players crowding him, and very hard for him to score goals. Now, don't get me wrong, and I've said this in previous videos, Pepe has to give us more, no doubt about that. I do see a talented player there. I see the way he takes people on sometimes, and some of his shots, you know, he's just not quite working, but there is definite quality there if we can get him higher up the pitch. I'm hoping with Bellerin back in the team, having a natural right back behind Pepe will push him higher up the pitch. there also has to be encouragement from Emery to push these guys further up the pitch. I want Lacazette against their centre-backs. I want Aubameyang high up the pitch. I want Pepe high up the pitch. You look at the game against Leicester, we just backed off and let their defence play. I don't like that. The best teams in the world now, they press from the front. Go and win the ball high up the pitch. And that's what Emery's got to do more with this side. Lacazette was player of the season last year. He only scored 13 league goals, and I have said before that I do believe Lacazette should score more goals in the Premier League. To me, with his talent, with his ability, he should be scoring 20 league goals in the Premier League. You look at Tammy Abraham and the goals he's scoring for Chelsea. Is he as good as Lacazette? I wouldn't say he is. But what he is, he's a striker who plays in and around the penalty area. Every game, he's looking for goals. He doesn't move from that penalty box when the ball's in and around there. He's in there sniffing out chances. And that's what I think Lacazette's got to do a little bit more. But again, if midfielders take up those positions, Lacazette won't have to drop as much, which is where we need to now get Ozil playing as a proper 10 rather than, you know, coming deep. And in the Leicester game, Ozil was almost like a false 9, and Aubameyang and Lacazette split and played like wingers. Again, a system I didn't like and it didn't work. So Emery, I'm looking at the fixtures. The next few games are an opportunity for him to turn it around. Me personally, I've said, you know, I don't think Emery's the right man. A lot of people agree. But he's here, and how can he turn it around? We play Southampton at home and then Norwich away, and I think Brighton at home. They're our next 3 league games. They have to be 9 points. And we have to come back with a better attitude, a more positive attitude. What will lift everybody is if we can beat Southampton convincingly at home in the next Premier League game. Play your front 3 and be more positive and push them further forward and build on the connection between the midfield and the strikers. And then I believe you will see a better Arsenal. I've said before, we don't have a great defence, so let's not play defensive. It's not going to work. We're not good enough to soak up pressure, because eventually the teams will score. Let's play on the front foot. Be attacking. I think this is our best opportunity of getting in the top 4 by being an attacking side. And utilise the front 3 that we have. That is one of our best attacking lineups in years. And let's hope we can claw our way back into that top 4. And if not, even win the Europa League. But ideally, I would like to see us get in the top 4. So Emery, be positive. Get the midfield to connect. Get your fullbacks now pressing further on and putting balls in. I'm hoping with Tierney and Bellerin that those connections come as well. Let me know what you think. You know, why is the front 3 not working? Another question I wanted to ask. Would you actually maybe play Lacazette and Aubameyang in a 2 and maybe drop Pepe into the hole? Or does Pepe have to get dropped and we play Ozil in the pocket with Aubameyang and Lacazette in the 2? Or is it a case of Aubameyang left, Lacazette through the middle, Pepe on the right, push them further up the pitch, and then maybe it will work? Let me know what you think. It's interesting. Some people have even said to me before, it's Lacazette or Aubameyang. You can't play both. Another subject. Let me know in the comments below. Why is Arsenal's front 3 not working? So much talent, so much ability at the moment, no real connection. Is it the players and the system? Or is it the manager? Or is it just the general style of play? Or is it a total lack of confidence? Lacazette gave a statement saying that the players are low on confidence, but he seemed to be backing the manager. So let's see what happens in the next game. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all your support lately. Great numbers on the views and subscribers growing. I'm going to do more content, different things. I've got some collabs lined up with some other YouTubers. We're going to do them next week. Also, AFTV show Talk is Cheap out every Thursday. Give that a look as well. And look out for Blood Brothers. Games coming up against United Stand, DTFC. Have a look out for them. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you next time. Bless.